thanks for coming. So as I'm guessing was already said, I am Joscelyn Wilson, and I'm here today to take you beyond the basket. We're going to be discussing how immersive experiences can engage consumers at every stage of the purchase journey. So let's start with something that we all know, which is that the retail landscape has changed forever. There has been a lot of disruption in recent pandemic years, but also lots of new opportunities. So what is that disruption and what does it look like now? Well, we're seeing the digitalization of our lives. We've been propelled into a place where we are socializing, consuming, and watching entertainment all online more than ever before. I'm sure you can all think of someone that wasn't even shopping online pre-pandemic, and as long as my mother can remember her passwords, she can now enjoy the mandated convenience that we expect from our online retailers, which is that it is now or the next day or as soon as possible into our hands. The other thing that we're all conscious of, and I know I am thinking a lot about personally, is this cost of living crisis. And our consumers and ourselves will be scrutinizing more than ever what we spend our money on and where we spend that money. So online shopping is still doing fabulous. We are starting to see a plateau or a slight dip than the peak of the pandemic, but we're still 30% above where we were in before pandemic. So job done, let's all pack up and go home. Marketers, you're doing wonderfully. However, online shopping sees twice the return rate of in-store. If you think about your own purchasing habits, I know myself, if I shop on ASOS, I will order more clothes than needed to send them back. But there's a big impact of this way of shopping. Not only is that financial, it costs a lot of money to get those products back onto the metaphorical sales floor or digital sales floor, but there's also an environmental impact and a real question mark on the sustainability of this way of shopping. There's also a big impact on the longer term brand affinity. So as marketers, we do tend to zoom in on purchases and conversions, but perhaps there's a way that we can start to create and zoom out onto the more memorable brand experiences that our brand has at each stage of that consumer journey. Because online, it is 1, 2, 3 strikes and you are out. 80% of all adults have said that they will leave a retailer after just 3 bad experiences. So how can we use immersive technology as a way to interrupt, cut through the clutter, as well as incentivize that purchase? Well, I'm happy today to take you through 3 types of opportunities. The first one will be hybrid shopping. We asked our users, but for me there were no big surprises, of what people want in-store and online. And in-store, it is all about trying those clothes on, pre-qualifying your purchase, feeling them. I like to go into Charlotte Tilbury and Covent Garden and have them actually put the makeup on my face properly. I didn't do that today, unfortunately. But online, it's about convenience and flexibility and having that product as quick as I can with free returns as easy as possible. So lots of brands are mixing up those realities. How can we blend those 2 experiences into one sophisticated approach that puts your mobile phone as part of that shopping experience? Lancôme, in their flagship store in Paris, was seeing 30,000 people enter their stores every single month. They knew they had to do something a little bit special to entice those users back in after the pandemic. So they put a physical flower delivery truck in store, invited people to sit in, wear mixed reality headsets and be transported to the fields of grass, which is the home of French perfumery. All the while they were embodied in the scent and the brand itself. That left them with a lovely, memorable brand experience. Now, Nike. You can't kind of do a presentation without Nike in it because they're doing exceptionally well at understanding we're moving from bricks and mortar to bricks and mobile experiences. And this should be a video. So what Nike did was they actually realized and heat mapped their stores and understood that not everyone was exploring all areas of the store, therefore missing out on those transactional moments. So So a clever idea from Nike was to implement web AR ads that were easily played in the store, therefore encouraging full movement and access to all of those products that they could then buy. Another thing that Nike are doing exceptionally well with their app is creating almost a digital shopping assistant. So again, that sophisticated mobile shopping experience where users can come in store, size up their own shoe, customize their products, and essentially do what the shopping assistant would do for them. Next up, an example from DFS. Now, DFS scanned and created, heavily invested in, I should say, 3D models of their sofas, over 7,000 of them. I myself am in the middle of a refurbishment, and I know the value of putting a product in place. They then decided, because they were seeing 22 times more conversions on their e-commerce site of these products, to push that further up the purchase funnel. So that's exactly what they did with us. We plugged that into our DSP, served it to pre-qualified audiences, and the results were monstrous. 150% more interaction time, a 400% higher click-through rate. The next trend and opportunity I'll talk to you about today is immersion and gamification. I'm sure you can all remember a time where you went in store and had a wonderful experiential experience that put the brand really clear in your minds. We'll see more of that, by the way, I think, as people recognize you've got to get up off that sofa and back into the store. But online, how we make that more engaging is by mixing together the intersection of social immersion and gaming. We should not be afraid of gaming online. Yes, the VR Oculus was the most downloaded app on the Apple Store at the end of last year, but 1 in 2 of all of us are playing online games every single day. Take Roblox, the world-building game console, attracts 50 million Gen Z and Alphas. This is a real good example of a platform that understands users want to participate and engage, not just purchase. They built Van's World, another video, just so we know. So in Van's World, it was a virtual skate park steeped in the heritage of skateboarding, where users could go in, customize skateboards, customize shoes, and actually just have a fun, engaging experience, and crucially, purchase products for their digital selves. We at Yahoo created Electric City. So to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, we collaborated with Selfridges and streetwear designer Charlie Cohen. We created a wonderful, immersive shopping experience featured over the cyberpunk takes on capitals around the world. Let me play you a video of what that looked like. Saw from that experience is that our digital wearable sales outstripped physical sales by 30%, which was almost double our expectation. 700,000 engagements. And the third and final area that I'll take you through today is this access all areas. Now the great news is there is no need to teach an old dog new tricks. 56% of consumer rewards programs increase our likelihood to purchase. Take an unexpected entrant into this, Clinique, who recognized that by giving an NFT, piece of code, that's all it is, to their users, they were able to engage by giving the opportunity to win 10 years worth of free products, as well as, now these products here sell out immediately. They're 50 years old, and they are some of the flagship products. They're really scarce and hard to get. There's some nods there. So, we were able, by entering into that NFT and having that token, Clinique were able to communicate with that loyal audience and give them the chance to get these products before they go out of stock, as well as, like I said, that competition entry mechanic. Something else unexpected, Christmas. Who does not recognize the John Lewis Christmas ad? It literally marks the holiday season. They came to us about how we, for their logged in My John Lewis customers, create an immersive experience that gives something extra back to those customers. Video, yeah. So in this experience, we recreated that story in a 3D way, and users were able to go in and immerse themselves in that narrative and journey that you saw in the TV ad with Nathan and finding that crash site in the middle of the forest. Within that experience, we gamified it by collection of stars, and if you're hanging around today, just behind us is the Yahoo picnic table, and you can actually have an exploration of this and get the chance to win some goodie bags as well, so you'll learn a bit more about this. There were product categories to purchase in that, and there was 18% click-through rate. So I hope today I've given you a flavor of how you could supercharge your consumer journey by embedding some immersive brand experiences. Because if you want loyalty and sales, you really need to go beyond the basket. Thank you.